Well, inclement weather conditions have once again disrupted air travel, especially in the Eastern Cape, where we've seen the King Phalo Airport cancel and delay flights due to weather conditions that have disrupted, infrastructure upgrades that are being done by the air traffic navigation system in East London. And now we get to hear from businesses. How has this affected business, especially those that are very close to the tourism industry? And now we speak to the CEO of the Border Chamber of Business, Mr. Liesl Maurice. Ma'am, thank you very much for your time. This has been a very unfortunate situation that has happened twice already. How has this affected businesses at large?
It's really impacted on our business. In fact, all businesses have been impacted by it. Because, transportation is a major part of the success of any business, particularly now in Tourism Month. The lack of services or the lack of the airplanes landing has really impacted on the ability of businessmen and women to arrive at their destinations. Maybe they had business appointments, transactions that couldn't be concluded. Particularly with the tourism industry as well. I know that sports teams that were earmarked to compete in the water polo tournament in Cape Town, they couldn't participate. They had to pull out of that and lost money as a result as well. Yeah. Our ability to generate income for our business is seriously impacted by the fact that the air traffic navigation services haven't updated their procedures. And this is completely unacceptable. We understand that businesses and particular, there's upgrades, there's maintenance upgrades, etc. But if we are not prepared to ensure that our maintenance procedures are in place, it impacts us, it has a ripple effect across sectors. For example, the banking industry often maintains their systems, but they let their clients know. We know when our F&B apps are going to be, down because they inform us. I think the impact was greater because we were not informed. We were caught by surprise, and I know that inclement weather is nobody's fault, but still, if they should have have regular maintenance, upgraded their systems, but ensure that we as travelers, as business people, are informed about such maintenance procedures so that we can plan effectively.
All right. It's Tourism Month. This definitely is going to hamper tourism, has hampered tourism. It started in July, at the end of July, and now again this particular month. What are your comments on that?
My comments on that would be they need to fast track as a matter of urgency. And I know our Minister, Barbara Creasy, is on top of it. She's had several meetings to air traffic navigation services officials. Fast track. Do whatever you can. Leave no stone unturned in ensuring that the procedures are in place so that our aircraft can land during poor visibility. Do whatever you can. You are impacting our economy in a big way, and it's unacceptable.
Thank you very much for your time. That is Ms. Liesl Maurice, who is the CEO of the Border Chamber of Business, saying there that, ATNS has to do the best that they can to make sure that, this occurrence doesn't really occur again. She's saying that businesses have been, have felt the pinch of what is happening now, and that, business people have been finding it difficult to travel, even for their meetings. When we were speaking to the Department of Transport here in the province, they were saying that, the Minister of Transport, Ms. Barbara Creasy, has also given a very strict deadline to ATNS that they should, complete all these upgrades as soon as possible. This especially because the Eastern Cape has got very inclement weather conditions during summer season. So from now in spring up to the summer season, we experience quite a lot of rain in the Eastern Cape, and therefore really there's nowhere to run in this case. It is very important that those upgrades are completed as soon as possible.